Kevin's problem is that Kevin ended up getting with this girl. She made herself very available to him. She was very disrespectful to me.
If you're looking for a tale full of twist, well, look no further because the saga of Kevin Hunter and Sharina Hudson's affair is something that keeps entertaining the entire America for more than a few years now. And despite Kevin's strong belief in happily ever after, Sharina had her own plans for the future. And after she dumped him, Kevin went nuts and exposed all her dirty tactics that she had been using on him all this time. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. Well, Kevin Hunter is the center of attention again, and guys, this man now believes that he is just an innocent victim of scam, and his beloved soulmate Sharina is the one that used and abused his trust and left him taking all the precious gifts he had been offering her throughout 15 years of their relationship.
It was painful. It was very painful. It was trying. I have all the faith in God.
Fans have been long now speculating that Sharina planned each stage of her own enrichment, and her love for him was nothing more than just pretense. And now, when Kevin is left broke and basically has to sell all his possessions, including the cars and their fancy house in Florida, he again finds nothing better than blaming Sharina Hudson and her dirty strategy. Well, this was quite a predictable ending of this story, and it's crazy how Kevin became the last person on the planet to even realize that Sharina was never in love with him, and everything she ever wanted was to surround herself with insane level of luxury.
He was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls-Royce Ferrari, and really?
Now that Kevin's eyes are no longer covered by the veil of love towards this girl, he went on to blaming her for ruining his life, and moreover, he spilled the beans on her every dirty maneuver, saying that personal enrichment was her initial and only aim. As insiders claimed, Kevin was quite generous, trying to prove his noble intentions towards this girl. He put her through school to be a massage therapist. He opened a kiosk for her at a mall in North Carolina, where she's from. He helped her set up a jewelry and clothing line online called Lavish. But none of her businesses have been a success. Only a blind person couldn't notice that she was manipulating Hunter to give her more luxury gifts. And apart from that, he even dug into the family honeypot to pay for her massage school and other caprices. And although he made it look like throwing such huge sums left and right was nothing, in fact, Kevin was struggling to cover the level of his expenses from Wendy ever since he met this girl.
Well, first and foremost, like I said, personally, what we were going through behind the scenes was a lot.
And as Kevin believes, he was intended to make this girl another celebrity with whatever business idea she had, but unfortunately for him, she was simply sucking and sucking money. Thanks to him, this girl acquired the position of vegan chef, designer, and restaurant owner. And all her little startups were kinda unsuccessful, if you ask around. But yeah, when you don't need to invest your hardly earned money, you can just hop from one business to another. No big deal.
I just felt like this wasn't for me.
It seems like Sharina can hold the world record for the number of failed ventures in a row, but apparently she didn't care much, knowing that the source of money, aka Wendy Williams, gets up every morning and appears on daytime TV, so Sharina could later turn this money into dust with her foolish. Startups cause when you have unlimited resources, you may allow yourself to be a bit wasteful.
2 years. When I tell you I was throwing out every pancake you possibly think of just to create 3 ingredients.
However, as Kevin now says, it was all like a monopoly game for this girl, and she didn't care much about profits and expenses because her main stash was secured in other things like designer bags and jewelry that Kevin had showered her with. Like, remember when Hudson has been sporting the $80,000 engagement ring in social media posts? Well, I can only imagine what this sum means for an ordinary family. And now think of many luxurious items she had acquired throughout the 15 years of her affair with Kevin. She was milking him day and night, at the same time fooling this man around and making him fall for her promises of happily ever after.
So I consider myself to be pretty thorough, and strong,
I guess that now Kevin can only thank himself that he didn't attempt to make Sharina a TV host, because this would be another shameful waste of the resources. So now that Kevin has to pick up the pieces of his previous wonderful life, he looks for another person to blame. And what a surprise. Apparently, his so-called soulmate has turned into the most despised person because of her dirty tricks and strategic moves to extort more cash.
Go look, see that guy right there? He's got money. See, because I knew the scene.
So now when this man claims that he regrets getting involved with Sharina because she fooled him and took as much money as she could, it's not like many people have any sympathy for this man. He chose to live with his pancake queen, and this is actually karma giving his back all the pain and suffering he had caused by his cheating. As one person commented, "You don't regret leaving Wendy, you regret you lost your cash cow." And another user added, "Girl, Sharina pocketed that money. That little small town girl wasn't so small town after all." Well, what else can people say about a guy who has been wasting his ex-wife's money to pursue some wild culinary dreams? And while Kevin was trying to find more resources for his mistress's ideas, Sharina was busy stashing her bags with valuable items because she didn't want to come back to that miserable old life she had had in the past before Kevin.
and live a different lifestyle than your mother, your grandmother lived.
And the irony of the whole situation that Kevin again doesn't want to take any responsibility for his actions and thinks he is the victim of the entire story because, first, he had to lose his position of Wendy Williams' producer, and later, his new family fell apart because he wasn't able to man up and stop living off his ex-wife's donations. In his words, he sacrificed a lot to make his relationship with Sharina work out, but in return, she betrayed him in the most treacherous way.
Because of what I sacrificed.
You see, Kevin was actually getting a decent income when he was living by Wendy's side, and it was enough to sustain Sharina's extravagant desires and demands. But his double life went up in flames the moment he found out his mistress was pregnant. And maybe it wouldn't be much of a drama if Kevin simply walked away with the tail between his legs. But now he wanted to prove that Wendy and her legal team basically scammed him with divorce agreement.
You know, he's had a baby, and because of how public those two made it, not me, the paparazzi was everywhere.
As you know, Wendy was forced to continue paying Hunter alimony checks following the finalization of their divorce in January 2020. At that time, he was awarded monthly payments in addition to a 50-50 split on the sale of a mansion they once shared together in Livingston, New Jersey. But Kevin's hopes for financial freedom and careless life went down the drain when alimony stopped coming. To his utter shock, Kevin realized that bills won't pay itself, and apart from spending cash on luxury gifts for Sharina, there are many fees and dues to pay as a responsible citizen. As Kevin's financial hopes crumbled around him, he addressed the court with an honest plea saying that he basically blindsided. My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended. Welcome to real world, Kevin. And in this world, if you can't keep up with your expenses, you go broke. It's funny how Kevin doesn't see his own role in the whole story, believing that he was played first by his ex-wife Wendy, and now by the love of his life, Sharina Hudson, who packed her precious possessions and left this man to deal with a pile of bills. And apparently, all his words about being soulmates and even having a child had no impact on this girl.
It's okay, I'm the man of your life. Hopefully I'm showing you some type of integrity that'll rub off.
Well, no wonder that seeing that Kevin has nothing else to offer, she quickly transported all valuable stuff to her mom and kissed this drama goodbye, leaving Kevin in debt. This might be a final blow to Kevin's ego because he has only proved what a fool he had been trying to chase this girl. As one person commented, well, this is like an all-day soap opera as the trick turns. No need to guess who the clown is. Sorry, not sorry. Wendy just blew them out of the box. And another user added, so is he looking for somebody to feel sorry for him? Well, he might be looking for a while because I don't think anybody going to feel sorry for him for what he did to Wendy. You reap what you sow, my brother. Well, Kevin can only bite his nails now because he's the only one to blame in this story. And if he allowed himself to be that miserably fooled by a young girl, let's wish him to gain enough wisdom for the years to come. And what do you reckon? Has Sharina planned this extortion strategy since the start, or has she got tired of the financial struggles? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about this scandalous love saga. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.